Peace and blessings, y'all. In this corner, Boston 24. Good evening, good evening. How's everyone doing this evening? Hope everybody's doing well. I'm doing pretty good over here. As always, God is great, God is good, and I can't complain. So, Terrence Bud Crawford, undefeated WBO welterweight champion, 38-0 with 29 knockouts, former undisputed 140-pound champion, and former fighter at 135. He did a live video yesterday, and he talked about what happened with the negotiations with the Errol Spence fight. And a lot of stuff that he said, man, is very, very, very interesting, man. He said some interesting things. He said some things that look like it holds some weight. I have some questions about some of it, but I mean, honestly, stuff sounds real, real solid. Okay? And one of the things that he said that got me really thinking is, he said he called Errol Spence and told him that he had a company that would give him 25 and give Errol Spence 25 million up front to fight. And he said, Errol Spence said, well, what about the back end? What about the pay-per-view? And then, he told Errol Spence, listen, man, in this day and time, ain't nobody really buying no pay-per-view. Everybody got the Fire Stick. And he said, Errol Spence responded and said, well, I got Fire Stick too. And he said, see, so, I mean, and that's just real, right? Everybody got Fire Stick now, man. Okay, everybody got some kind of streaming service, crack stream, something, right? Yes, nobody is buying pay-per-view like that anymore. Okay, I do it sometimes, man, to support the fighter. But really, fans ain't doing that, man. They streaming these fights. So you're not making no money off of no pay-per-view, okay, like that. And so when they say a fighter is not a big pay-per-view draw, that's a joke. Because that's not happening no more like that. I don't care if it's Tank, Canelo, it's not happening. People are not buying them fights, okay? You're going to get a few, but you're not going to get a lot. So that's very interesting, man, that he mentioned that. And he also mentioned something about Al Heyman, that he said to Al Heyman that because he said it was like a stall, there was nothing going on, it was dragging on. And he said he called Al Heyman and asked him if he could, him and his lawyer come and talk to him. And he said Al said that his mother was sick. And he said he respected that, because that's his mother, that's his family, and he's a family man. He had no problem with that. But then he said he called him again. I'm just going by what he said, right? I don't know if it's true now. He could be making it up. But this is what Terrence Crawford said. I'm not really taking no side, because I would need to hear Al Heyman's side and Errol Spence's side as well. That's just the proper thing to do. But I am saying, if they don't respond and they don't say anything, does that mean it's true or it's not? I don't know. But he said he called Al Heyman and he asked him if he could just bring his lawyer, and then Al Heyman and Spence, and they all just sign the contract, get it over with, sign, seal, and deliver. This is his words. And he said Al Heyman responded to him by saying, this has never happened in the history of boxing where two boxers come to an agreement on a fight. He said it has never happened. And Crawford said he responded by saying, well, it's the first time for everything. And let me back up. Al Heyman said even Floyd Mayweather with Manny Pacquiao didn't happen like that. So these are some interesting points, on top of the fact that he said that he was willing to take everything, no upfront money, no guarantee. And he just wanted to know where the money was going, what was going to happen. Even if he was, I think it was if it was going to be some kind of offer, then you say, well, you get this amount of money, but then he's not privileged to know how much the pay-per-view generated. And he said he wanted to get an idea of that, and then that was being taken from him. So I don't know, man. It's a lot to this. It's a lot to this thing with Terrence Crawford and this live video. And now it seems like Oscar De La Hoya is taking his side, and he said he got experience with Al Heyman and the fighters and all of that, and he's going to go live too. So I don't know, man. We're going to see. Maybe Al Heyman will have somebody go live for him if he doesn't do it, and represent him and tell the truth from his vantage point. I'm interested to see what happens. Again, I'm not taking no sides, but I'm going to put the information out there, and, you know, we'll see what happens. But I'm going to say this, though, for me. Terrence Crawford also said this, and this is what I'm going to deal with, right? He said that people say, well, why I don't fight Ortiz or Boots? And then he said it was never on the table. Terrence Crawford, cut it out, man. But keep it real, but, all right? Don't do that. Because you know damn well that Boots, I don't know about Ortiz, can't speak for that man. But you know Boots is RWA, ready, willing, and able to fight you. Okay? And you know he wants to fight you. He asks for the top dogs. He asks for Spence. He asks for Crawford. He asks for Ortiz. Anybody at the top. Keith Thurman, if they are there. But you know you the two champions. You know he asked for y'all. So why say that wasn't on the table? And to make, if you really want to be real, then keep it real, right? Bozy Enos just said today, Boots' father and trainer, he said, he'd been saying it, but he made it very plain today. He said, because you said in the video, Terrence Crawford, that you your own boss, you said the difference between you and Spence, right, is that he got people to answer to, Al Heyman and whoever else. You said you had that with Bob Arum, but now you don't have to answer to nobody. This is what you said, right? You said you're your own boss now, basically. So now Bozy Enos said, if you're your own boss, then make your own decision. He said, drop that fight with David Avenesian and fight us. Fight Boots. Now, that pushes you into a corner, but because you said you're your own boss, you did say it now. I said that some of the things that you said in the video, and that you said that. You said you're your own boss. So now what you going to do? And why wouldn't this company, BLK Prime, they wouldn't drop that Avenesian fight for you to make $10 million and give you more to fight a better, way better fighter? I'm not calling Boots no prospect, because he's not no prospect. He's a contender, top contender on the verge of being a champion, right? So you mean to tell me they won't give you more money to fight him? And then this other company that you said was going to give you 25 to fight Errol Spence, they wouldn't give you a good percentage, 15 million, 12, 15 million to fight Boots? Come on, man. Let's keep it real. I don't know. You got to tell me that. You got to tell the fans that, because, see, the fans are being cheated when this happens, right? And I'm a fan, like anybody else, hardcore, right? You cheating the fans, man. Now, the pay-per-view for your BLK Prime fight with David Avenesian is supposed to be $39.95. And people will look at that and say, man, well, that ain't much. I could rock with that. But because of this age now, with the fire stick and all that, people ain't going to do it. And the other reason they're not going to do it, Bud, is because nobody wants to see you fight David Avenesian, bro. Nobody knows him. Nobody knows him like that. Okay? We know he got 23 losses, 29 wins, 17 knockouts, but nobody knows him. And if I say some names that he fought, yeah, you know Lamont Peterson. We know Lamont Peterson, he lost to him. We know that Mean Machine, Kavalauskas knocked him out 4 years ago. Okay, we know he beat Josh Kelly, but a lot of fans, casual fans, don't know Josh Kelly. And some may not even know Mean Machine, besides the fact that he fought Bud Crawford. Okay, and some may not even know Lamont Peterson, right? But I do. But for the most part, nobody knows David Aveneson like that. So they're not going to support, even if it was 1995. Nobody wants to see that because they don't know who he is. But then when they look at his record and then they look at the people he fought, they're going to say, damn, nah, man, we don't want to see that. Or they look at his highlights, they're going to be like, man, that's all you really got to do. Look at his highlights. And you're going to be like, nah, I'm not paying for that. Maybe I'll watch it if it's free. If I could stream it, I'll just watch it just to watch it. But nah, I'm not supporting that, right? Because you want the views too. But then you got people say, man, I ain't watching. I don't care about that. Man, you ain't fighting Spence, man. You ain't fighting Boots. Forget about it. I don't want to hear it. So now you did the live video, Terrence Crawford, and you said a lot of things that could be true, that might be true. But also, you got to be true to yourself and say, damn, I put that out there, but I also put it out there that I'm my own promoter. I'm independent. I'm my own boss. I mean, pardon me, I'm my own boss. So why you didn't fight Boots, man? Why you didn't fight Boots? You could have fought him. So listen, drop that zero and get with this hero. You know what I'm saying? Drop that fight. And Boots is ready to fight you all night. Like, come on, man. That's what you should be doing, bro. That fight will get paid for. People want to see that fight. Now, that high risk, low reward thing, listen, man, this is boxing, man. This is boxing, man. You ain't going to win them all, man. Ain't nobody saying that you're going to go in there and get knocked out in the first, second round by Boots. Ain't nobody saying that. You a fighter, bro. And you said yourself in the video, you said you the best welterweight. You the best fighter. You said matter of fact, you said you the best fighter in the world. You didn't say best welterweight. You said you the best fighter in the world. So if you're the best fighter in the world, then why you don't want to fight Boots? See? So now you got to answer that question. You got to answer that question, man. And sooner or later, it's going to have to be answered. So we're going to see, man. We're going to see what happens, man. It's on you, bud. All right? Because now you're going to have to come back with something else to answer that. You put it out there, not me and nobody else. All right? And nobody trying to, like, play you or get on you or be disrespectful or anything, man. Because I like you as a fighter. You're one of my favorite fighters. Okay? Absolutely. But we got to just keep it real, man. Okay? Keep it real. You want your shot. You wanted your shot. And you got uppercomers that want their shot. Yeah, I don't think Ortiz wants to fight you. I'll give you that. But you know Boots want to fight. So you're either going to have to give up that belt or you're going to have to keep it moving, man. Right? Go up to 154. But you fighting a man that's ranked number 6 in the WBO, man. That's not even top 3, no top 5. And you say he's a tough customer? Nah, bro. He ain't that tough. He ain't tough enough. We got somebody tougher for you. We got Boots. All right? So that's all I got for right now. Peace and blessings in the corner boxing 24. Please subscribe to the page. Please leave your comments. And everybody enjoy the rest of your evening, all right? Peace.